Hey, what's going on? It's Inventor here. Okay, so we're back, and I had some time to think about it, and I think I've decided that I'm going to try and re-roll my equipment to try to get more life on my items. I think that's what I should try to do first. I know that most people wouldn't normally have the materials to do this at all, but one of the things I was thinking about is that if this were indeed a brand new character in Season 4, then I would at least have access to the reward caches. But the reason I don't have access to the reward cache, like from the season journey, is because I already used the reward cache on the Necromancer playthrough. And then on the Necromancer playthrough, I went all out and used everything that I had access to without hesitation, really. The reason why I'm having a much tougher time now than before is because I'm half trying to test what the minimum, what the minimum is for clearing stuff, and also like what materials you need, like when it comes to I'm rocking like all these like companion skills, but I'm not even using the shepherd's aspect. That was the whole point of me unlocking them, and that was also the point of me even putting companion skills on my bar in the first place. So I might have to. Well, I'm gonna upload this playthrough as is, but I might have for the leveling guide that I wanted to make originally. I may have to actually reconsider where I put my points if you can't imprint things so easily. Because one of the biggest problems is when we try to do the imprinting, we need baleful fragments. I think that's what they're called, baleful fragments. But those are difficult to come by, because you need to salvage legendary equipment in order to get them. So, yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, so yeah, I will imprint on everything, and I'm also going to enchant on everything, and I might even go as far as tempering with that recipe that gives me life, because I actually do want to clear this now and just get it out of the way. I'm going to try to I want to say get this over with. I'm enjoying this playthrough. I don't mind grinding to level 50, but I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here. Lucky hit chance. Okay, that one I definitely don't need. Like, I do use lucky hit on some, for pack leader to reset my companion skills, but if I can get... I think that armor isn't the problem. My armor is already pretty good. Like, 3.3k is fine. Okay, yeah, resistances. I think the problem I realized is actually that I'm lacking on resistances. Shadow and lightning, like when the succubi hit me, I actually take a lot more damage than I'm supposed to. So I need to plan for that accordingly. Even this thing right here, this thing's got 67 willpower. I think I might actually just roll that off, yeah, I might attempt to just roll it off for something a little bit more useful. Yeah, something with more... Well, I already have max life on this, but was hoping for something a little bit more... All 69 willpower, sure. Uh, yeah, another thing too is I'm doing all these rerolls, but if... Yeah, if I were to make a leveling guide on this, yeah, definitely would not recommend doing the enchanting, just because it costs a lot of gold. Like, the other materials are fine, but the reason why I have this much gold is because I've also been running whispers. If you don't run any whispers, then you have no gold. So yeah, there's a lot of things like I should probably write down um, as a note for myself. Yeah, I should have actually written all this down. There's so much to keep track of, but there is one thing I'm actually kind of curious about, though. If I salvage my old gear, because I'm not going to be looking at this again, I don't think. Yeah, if I were to salvage like this, for example, I would get, like, this is a legendary item, but in the past, I don't remember if we're able to get baleful fragments out of salvaging imprinted items. Let's see. Okay, so I could probably just recycle my baleful fragments, now that I think about it. Yeah, just salvage old equipment to get baleful fragments. I think that's the way to go. That way I can afford to imprint aspects, because even if you have no other baleful fragments, the season journey must give you, on at least on your first character, the journey equipment cache. But okay, let's say you've used that journey equipment cache. You can always get, on every character, you can go here to Call of the Wolves and get baleful fragments from there by, let me actually just test this. Yeah, again, I hope those of you who are watching don't mind me testing all this, because this is, like, if this were just a normal playthrough centered on trying to get to World Tier 4, then I might have already been there by now, you know, like, I could have just finished everything, I could have just enchanted and imprinted everything, and I'd already be done. I would not even be having to continue what I left off before. But I need to know all these things. What? Oh. Oh, right, because I haven't done much Helltide since I spent most of my time farming aspects. All right, cool. Uh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I really do think it's not an issue with what level I am, but more so, like, what my stats look like is the biggest issue here. So I'm going to try again in a second to enchant some of my equipment, or re-enchant it for something else, perhaps. Yeah. Also at level 40, I would be able to get slightly more resistances on my gear, but besides the... Oh, that's not too important, I guess. So, like, this ring, for example, this is pretty nice. It's got max life, but it also has lucky hit chance. Okay, now this is something that I can easily roll off, although this, again, it's going to be gold cost issue, I think, but... Willpower, yeah, but life on hit. Uh, Shadow resistance, yes, okay. Yeah, I'll actually focus on trying to get all my... Okay, this one's actually pretty decent. I could roll off the fire resist or the willpower, but I could roll off either one. But I don't want to spend too much gold on this. Okay, I got this. I just need to imprint aspects now. So the imprinting aspects is pretty easy. I'm gonna do it. Shepherd's aspect at a bare minimum. Like, that was the whole point of even unlocking the aspects. The whole point. This is actually supposed to be the backbone of the build in the first place. So it doesn't make sense that I don't have that, at least. But all these other ones that I've been stacking up. Yeah, I guess I'll see if it's worthwhile to go for them. Barrier. Aspect of Might. Aspect of Disobedience. Well, I already had Aspect of Might before, I think, didn't I? Or was that the previous playthrough? I don't remember. But I did unlock Disobedience. I'm gonna try the Capstone dungeon again with my high Fire, Lightning, and Shadow Res, and I'm gonna see if how well I do off of that. And then I'll see if I'm dying because of armor, or not having enough armor. From enemies of equal level. Yeah, I might still need more armor. I don't have enough armor rolls on my gear, actually, but... And my life is very low, too. That's kind of why I'm struggling so much right now. I'll get a potion, or I'll upgrade my potion, but yeah, that's kind of the problem I'm having here. That's part of why I'm struggling. 10% extra life. So, like, I'd actually be able to reach the 2k mark. I don't know which of these I prefer more, to tell you the truth. Elixir of Fortitude. 2,000 life. Like, if I fight Elias, I think... Alright, let's try Elixir of Fortitude, actually. Yeah. I feel like with this... 20. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just, drink the, elixir, I guess. Or I'm gonna drink it when I get in there. Alright. I'm gonna go over my equipment and then... Wait. No, hold on. I forgot that I'm supposed to imprint the rest of the aspects. Whoops. My bad. Keep going back and forth, but yeah, all this prep work is... It's difficult. It really is. Here. I'm gonna enchant my amulet. Let's get rid of move speed. 36 life per second. Yeah, actually, maybe that might not be the worst thing. Have a bit of life per second. That way I don't have to keep relying on just potions to get me through. I'm very curious to see. What about total armor? 10% total armor. Nah, let's try life per hit and see. That way, like, if I keep relying on potions to bail me out, but like, what if I don't have enough? I have more shadow res than I need. That's another thing too. So let's unsocket these. And okay, I did this wrong actually. I'm supposed to get 2 rubies on these. I'm supposed to get an emerald on my weapon, and then again, it's an issue of lightning res really. I need 1. Well, actually no. These. I'm gonna get 1 diamond. There we go. Let's do it like that. So I'm almost capped out on my resistances now. And this is fine. Okay, now I'm just gonna imprint. And I think imprinting is the last thing I'll need to do. I think I said I wanted to try running Disobedience. I'll try running Disobedience in my armor this time. Coiling wards I feel like are much easier to come by since there's a lot of legendary armor that you can salvage, but yeah, I think that'll come with time. Probably would need to run some like Legion events and whatnot for those would be good. Alright, so Disobedience should up my armor a little bit. For my weapon, or my gloves, I mean, let's put on Aspect of Retaliation. Aspect of Retaliation on my gloves. Or was it Aspect of Retaliation, my amulet? No, that's supposed to be Aspect of the Tempest. Which, I don't even really know if Aspect of the Tempest is that good. Oh, oops.
Ah, yes.
No, I'm running out of
You
abstruse
see
sigils.
power.
But, yeah. If I don't think, yeah. If I do make like a leveling guide on this, I don't know if I would recommend Aspect of the Tempest, actually. Like, it doesn't really help for the most challenging obstacles that I run into. It's great for regular monsters, but I feel like even without having anything there, like, it's still okay. Alright, Aspect of the, or Circle of the Expectant. And I have Inner Calm too. I could throw on Inner Calm for fun. Yeah, I might as well, sure. Might as well just go all in on this. Uh,
Such poor equipment. Let me help.
Aspect of Audacity and Shared Misery. Audacity. Audacity's nice. It feels a little underrated for early leveling, I would say. Like, no one would really bother to use this, but it's nice to have every now and then. I have basic skills. My active cooldowns. No, I don't need that, though. Okay. Yeah, fine.
Ah,
Can't really go wrong with
yes.
Audacity. Okay. And the last one is Aspect of Might. Again, I have all of these unlocked from before, from my previous characters, especially with higher rolls. But, I mean, yeah, I might as well just try and use them. All right. I'm going to mute myself, and then I'm going to show my equipment as part of my attempt to show this off to people. Um, yeah, show it off as in I usually clip the Fallen Temple run with no commentary so that people can just watch me go through it. And I try to do it with no deaths. So we'll see what happens. This is probably the first time I'm going to attempt it at such a low level where I'm not entirely sure I can do it with no deaths. Okay. So, yeah, the other thing too is this whole time I didn't get Aspect of the Stampede. Yeah, Aspect of the Stampede would have been great because I could have gotten some more companions to boost my damage on shepherds, but it's fine. All right, here we go.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I must wait a moment. ready yet. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. Hello. Farewell. I must wait a moment.
Wow, that was unbelievable. I actually managed to kill it on the first try. I didn't even die this run. That's crazy. I didn't expect that at all. Wow. All right. Yeah, let's end off this playthrough just running circles around the statue, and then I'll talk. Yeah, we are now in Torment difficulty. There we are. Oh, okay, that was something. I am going to call it here. It was a very short stream. It was only like 30 minutes, but I mean, again, I really was just trying to finish this, which I would have done like since earlier, but I had to dip out. Um, yeah. Well, this was all I was trying to do. So at this point, I need to go clip the gameplay that I got, and I think that'll be pretty much it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and yeah, maybe I'll continue this guy later on, but yeah, this was interesting. Those crits were kind of insane though. That was like what, 100k crit? Or yeah, I think one of my hits was like 120k if I remember right. I know one of the hits was like 70k, another one was like 120k, and this is not even having shepherds. But yeah, like a lot of people diss the leveling process for the Druid because it's more annoying than... Well, it's definitely more annoying than having a bunch of minions running around killing everything for you with no resource cost. But in comparison to some of the other builds that I've played up until now, like let's say like Conjuration Sorcerer, or especially the Whirlwind Barb that I made, I mean like, yeah, even I'd like to see how long it takes like a proper barbarian build to like for leveling to go. But yeah, like I part of my theory crafting here was that if I set up all of these things, uh, yeah, like the retaliation aspect and shepherds and even this Tempest, like I don't need Tempest. I didn't really need it for the Elias fight at all. Actually, I would have probably been better off taking uh, is it this one? Oh, I imprinted Inner Calm for fun, right? Yeah, I could have put Inner Calm in, let's say, like my amulet or something, or retaliation in my amulet, and then I could have put if I got like Shepherd's aspect. Wait, no, Stampede aspect at any point. I could have put that in my ring instead, and I could have gotten even more damage. Like I could have probably gone up to something like 150k. And keep in mind that all that damage comes from Shepherds. Like this one weapon right here. This one weapon, or this one aspect, I should say, is what is causing me to do such an absurd amount of damage. And then like the rest of the stuff that I'm using to boost my resistances. Yeah, that's like something else entirely. Well, just for fun, I might as well. I'm just gonna play a little bit longer so that I can run Helltides to 50, and then we'll go from there. Wrath efficiency, nice. So I can actually put that on and reduce the cooldown on my. I can actually reduce the cooldown on my Hurricane, which is should be really good. Oh, Legion event. Let's go try oh, this is a Legion event in the Helltide. Okay, let's do Legion event in Helltide and see how well that works. I'm going to Legion event in Helltide, and then I'll probably run the Helltide itself after. I'm just going to play until I hit level 50. I should level, like, stupid fast since, yeah, like, if you're below level 50 and you run World Tier 4, like, it's actually such a joke to,
I need time to do
well, yeah, like, you get so much XP. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so this is also kind of interesting. I'm gonna probably level in no time, I expect, because I have... It's a shame, I just wanted to get to the Legion event, but seems these monsters will not be letting me. Alright, fine, we'll use Hurricane for this. See, again, I have the damage in World Tier 4.
I must wait a moment.
I just don't have... I have the damage, but I don't have the survivability. Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna run Legion event with other people. I mean, I might as well. It's available. This is a nice way for me to get some equipment while I'm just... Like, since I've just arrived here. Oh boy, I have to avoid these meteors. There is a guy over there.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I can't even... Where's my overpower? There it is. 60k overpower. At level 40. I mean, this is like World Tier 4, so... yeah, like earlier if I were World Tier 3, I would have, of course, been doing a lot more. These monsters are like 30 levels ahead of me, too. 35 levels ahead? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not surprised I'm not doing as much damage as I should.
I'm not ready yet.
And again, like, earlier I was talking about, like, okay, if you make it into the next world tier and you're really struggling because the monsters are like 30 or 40 levels ahead of you, then you can go and do...
I must wait a moment.
You can go and do Strongholds, or Temple of Rot in particular, and that should get you what you need. But in this case, it's a Hellborn? Who spawned a Hellborn here? I don't even think I can revive this guy. This is probably a horrible idea. Oh, yep, I knew it. He's AFK. No, he's not AFK. He just Okay, well, yeah, I should respawn and just hang here. Was that like my first? No, that wasn't my first death. I died like a couple times earlier, especially on purpose to speed things up, right? So yeah, there we go. There's an ancestral weapon that I can use for later. What's the item power on it even? 824. Okay, and it's got like 1,000 max life. Yeah, like leveling's so easy now. Like it's a little, I'd say ridiculous, but ridiculous in a good way overall. I think for most people. I think it's. I was talking about this before that I think that it's great for the, or I'd say that it's good for the game overall that that we're able to go through all of this content so quickly. Because I enjoy leveling, but not as like people don't enjoy leveling as much as I do, I realize, and there's a lot of endgame content that that exists that people would never be able to reach if the leveling was as bad as it was in season 1, for example. Like season 1 was like way too difficult to level, I think, but season 2 was like season 2 or season 3 somewhere in there is like a good compromise. I think that right now where it's at is a little
I must
too
wait a moment.
easy for my tastes personally, but I also think that even though if for me the game being a bit more challenging is more fun, I think that it's better for the game to be in this state because then people can experience some of these end game things like uber bosses, or well no, it's uber bosses now actually. There we go. So I'm gonna need to go back to town and salvage a bunch of stuff. Can't believe I only died once, and that was just because I was trying to revive somebody. I'm kind of glad that my resistances are so high. I'm on 2,500 life, too. That's probably part of the reason why I'm struggling so much. See, look at that. One Legion event, like, I was planning to run the Legion event. I figured that would get me to, like, level 45, like, a couple levels down from where I'm at. But sure, okay, I have 100 Cinders. Like, it doesn't really matter what I open right now. I just need to get rid of my Cinders so that even if I die, there's no real penalty. Right. 3 sets of legendary pants, so let's get rid of that. This has max life, that's good. Yeah, they keep spawning monsters in front of me, so I gotta get rid of that. Sure. Let's get rid of this one. Too lazy to come back, so 12 points. 12 available points too. And then there's like a world boss, but I can't do anything about that. I'm gonna go back to town, I'm gonna salvage everything, and then I think I run these whispers, and that should take me to 50. Straight up. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I have enough room in my inventory to pick up the items that'll come. So, yeah, that's why I'd like to push for World Tier 4 right away, too. Because, like, a lot of people like to hang in World Tier 2 until this level, or World Tier 3 until this level. And especially World Tier 2, I'm like, if I have to grind all the way out until level 50, even 45 in World Tier 2, it feels, like, really slow, knowing that, you know, it's if you can already take on the capstone dungeon, like, you know, why don't you, right? But not everybody knows where or when you're able to do that. So I understand. It's just for me personally. If I know I can do something, then I should give it a go. Like, I'm struggling a lot right now because I'm really trying to push the limits of what I was able to do. But if that weren't the case, then yeah, I could have just tried to get into this world tier as quickly as possible, and that would have been a lot better. I'm gonna get rid of Frostburn. I don't think I've ever used Frostburn. Yeah, that's a one-hander. This is a one-hander. I think I have something better than that. Yeah, this cleaver alone is better. Okay, let's get rid of all the junk first. This one has max life. I think I prefer my lightning resist more though. And my helm has 3 modifiers on it. That max res came in clutch though for the Elias fight. 3 spirit per second. Well, that's kind of nice. Actually, this is better than what I have right now, isn't it? No, it's not. And I have disobedience aspect too. Okay, willpower, life per second. Uh, like life per second is nice, but yeah, not too useful in comparison to having res at this point, I would say. Especially if I'm going to spam Hell Tides. Okay, yeah, this has to go. 20 resistance to all elements is good, but it doesn't have anything else that I need. Okay, now this is a nice one. It's got max life and lightning resist. So yeah, like this is something I'd be looking forward to switching over to. Yeah, no, this is easily the best weapon that I have available at this point. Yeah, so that one Legion event gave me like everything. Audacity, lightning res, max life. Alright, I'm gonna salvage another batch of items. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stow my old equipment. This is I'm stowing my old equipment mainly because it's nice to kind of look back and see like what I was using before if I'm gonna be making some of these guides and talking about like what I'm running. But yeah, these are the items that I'll be running once I get to level 55. See, I'm just like stacking up on everything. But once I get to level 50, that's when leveling becomes much slower. So that's another thing too. Getting to 50 will probably take like 2 or 3 minutes. But getting to 55 to unlock Ancestrals might take a bit longer and will involve a bit more hell tiding. Okay. I'm gonna try this actually. Your wolves attacks have a 40% chance to fortify you. I should have used this in the earlier, like I didn't die in the capstone dungeon, but I'm kind of curious to see if having this would really help me boost my fortify. I think it does. So I'll give that a spin. I didn't. Yeah, I'm just making up the skill trees as I go along because my build planner I didn't go past level 35. I didn't really plan that far ahead anyway. So because I figured I'd be making it here much sooner, which I did. Hurricane. Okay, now I can increase the duration of my hurricane. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? You remain in werebear form for 24 seconds. Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen with Maul. Bestial Rampage is so crazy. Right. So that's another thing too. I could do run the Horn of Trials to get some free items in the next like 2 days from now. But that's not relevant to what I was really trying to focus on for this character, which was just seeing what the leveling process is like. Oh, my items are still here. It's crazy. Okay, so now it's time to invoke some of these rituals. I'm going to try to finish off the Grim Favors that I have here. Oh, man.
I must wait a moment.
I'm going to go right up here. And yeah, You know what? I know why I'm lacking on damage, now that I think about it. The reason I'm not doing as much damage as I could be is because all my damage is geared towards core skills. Like, if I go to, like, the next pack here...
I'm not ready.
Say this guy. Yeah, this is might be better. Like, I hit this guy and it's an instant kill. If I hit these guys, it might be... Okay, well, yeah, it was an instant...
I'm not ready yet.
It was an instant kill because I do, like, 70k damage on my landslide.
I need time.
Why am I so slow? Yeah. So my landslide does like 70k damage, but each tick of hurricane does like 2k. So it's like very big damage difference there. And then poison creeper and all these other things that I've spec'd into that I only put 1 point into. Like I could boost the damage on my poison creeper, but like by putting in more skill points in the like this thing. No, the next upgrade after. But I also don't know if there's a point. Oh, there's a looks like there's a whisper for collecting cinders. I'm not going to be able to finish that. I think I can 102. Okay, the only reason he's still alive is because I missed. He moved at the last second when I was trying to... Yeah, there we go. Because usually each of these pillars do like 100k damage. Oh, Ravenous Soulspire. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to last in here very long, but, you know, we'll see just how fun, or just how long we last. Ah, no. That was a bad idea. I also had cinders too, so I lost all those cinders. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on finishing these whispers. That's what I wanted to do in the first place. Right. What was the last ritual I can do? Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, this bubble is comes up at very interesting times that are surprisingly helpful. Okay, so... Okay, Hellspires. Again, Hellspires and Ravenous Soulspires are usually great for these kinds of love. Yeah, I can't... Like, they do so much damage. I can't just... I don't have any range either. Well, I mean, I could have just hit them with Landslide, actually. That was, perhaps a mistake on my part. Oh, yeah, now I do no damage.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, I'm trying to lure at least some of these guys away. There we go. Oh, that's one of them dead. I just have to go kill the other two.
I must wait a moment.
Oh wow, that level up saved my life. Okay. Yeah, Rasping Shades are still there. I need to go kill them. There we go. There's an overpower.
Low on spirit.
Ow. Like, oh, my bubble wore off just as the ballista fired its shot. That was incredibly rude.
I'm not ready yet.
There. Done.
Low on spirit.
Okay. It took like 3 deaths, but we got it. Slay ghosts. Wait a second. What's left? Rituals? Okay, so slay ghosts and then run rituals, I think, are the 2 that I need to deal with. Rituals are like the easiest one. You have to just clear everything in the area and then... Oh. That's another thing too. I'd like to run that altar.
I must wait a moment.
Be good. Front Doomslayers, find the corpse. I can do find the corpse. Find the corpse is probably easier. Ghosts are painful. Not as bad as ballistas,
I
but
need
they're
more
painful.
time.
Yeah, another Soul Spire. Silent Chest, yeah, I don't have a Whispering Key for it. Do I have any cinders left? No, I don't. I mean, that's okay. Like, this is why I turned in my cinders as soon as I could. It doesn't even matter the chest at this level. Just clear it for some XP and some ancestral items that you might be able to use later. Okay, well I might as well just use the bubble. Or while I have the bubble up, I can
I'm low on spirit.
pop the thing. Yeah, it's kind of funny the way I've built this guy. It's like Landslide really is my ultimate. Because it does by far the most amount of damage, but it's got, like, it's really a single target sort of skill. It feels like it doesn't have as much AoE as these other ones. Come on. Okay, I didn't expect them to kill me so quickly. Yeah, it's too bad. What is this, Creed Shrine? Oh, that doesn't help me.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, let's finish the job here. There they are. Okay, I'm just waiting for my cooldowns to come off here real quick. Alright, let's try this again.
I'm not ready yet.
It's one down.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, there, I'm out. And yeah, I can use this bubble to... Oh, okay, no, the monster stopped attacking. So I'm actually up to 10 Grim Favors now. I just need to go turn in everything at the Tree of Whispers. And this will probably get me a level up. I have a two-handed weapon already. I think I need Collection of Chaos. It gives a little bit of everything. Wow, that gave me like half a level? Maybe? Wow, that was kind of crazy. I didn't expect that I'd get like over a level out of that. That was kind of insane. Tempering manual too. Like, why not? Yeah, I got like 8 items out of that. Or, well, no. Like, basically just all these. Uh, yeah, okay, so let's get rid of this. This. Actually, is this any good? I have a chest armor, don't I? No, I don't actually. But this one doesn't really have any modifiers that I care about. This one does. I'll probably use that one. 831. Uh, this doesn't have max life, but oh, wait, no, this is a two-handed axe, yeah. This one's got 573 max life. That alone is probably better than what I'm using. Blurred Beast. Okay, this one's got 881 item power. And this one... Yeah, seems like a nice thing to switch over into. Alright, and yeah, that's kind of the journey from 1 to 50. We were able to do that in like a little under, I think it was 4 hours, with a lot of like playtesting in between too. Again, learned a lot out of this playthrough, I feel. Especially about like when to imprint, what to imprint, why to imprint. Confront Doomslayer. Stairs? So, there we go, that's 1 of 2. Oh, I didn't make it out in time. Maul is so slow. Like, it takes a while to swing with Maul. It feels so clunky, but it's like the only way to get 4 to 5 for... Well, I mean, I could do Wolves too, actually. And speaking of Wolves... Oh, here's the other Doomsayer. These usually take a while to find. Yeah, they don't really produce Fortify as often as I would hope. At least with Maul, it's guaranteed chance for Fortify, but... Or, guaranteed to Fortify. Not even guaranteed chance of Fortify. There. That. Okay. There we are. More ghosts. Right. I've collected almost 100 cinders now, but there's no way I finish that anytime soon. Where is the ritual? Up there? Okay.
I must wait a moment.
I haven't gotten any baleful hearts this whole time either.
I'm I'm not ready yet.
Right, let's finish this off. Ah, here it is. Yeah, I mean, if there's people who are like running the ritual here, then yeah, this would be probably, especially since people can kill the monsters now. Yeah, this is like the quickest way to get to 55.
I need more time.
But, I mean, without that, yeah, we just farm XP the old-fashioned way. Notice that, yeah, I haven't leveled since I got out of the Tree of Whispers. Like, once you hit 50, leveling really is a lot slower. But, yeah. What's the, I have now? 66? Oh, here's a guy. Is he gonna trigger it? Yep, okay. Here it comes.
Hello, the beast lives within you.
So yeah, now I just have to stay alive. That's really it. If I stay alive, I'll be okay. This guy's got a minion necro too, and he's got Holy Bolt elixir, so it should be fine. Kill everything, even if I don't take part. I mean, I'm gonna try, but I just don't have as much tankiness as like all these other guys do. I wonder how much XP I'd get out of another set of whispers, or another set of, well, another. If I clear like
I must wait a moment.
10 more Grim Favors, I wonder if that's like almost one full level. I think it actually is. I got like 1,000,000 XP. Actually, like 1,000,000 XP from running the whispers. Yeah, if I get like 1,000,000 XP from running whispers, then that's like 2/3 of a level, like right there. It's still slower to collect every individual whisper as compared to running Hell Tides and just killing all the monsters here, and like if you can handle it. But yeah, that is kind of crazy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just gotta get away from that. Oh, no. I couldn't stay alive long enough. That's too bad. I lost half my cinders, which meant like I had like 100. Could have turned them in. Gotten a bit more XP that way. That's fine. Like, we're done the run anyway, so. Wait, Heretic? Is that the Necro? Oh, level 77 Necro died. Okay. Nice bubble. He'll keep me alive. Oh, happy spirit.
I'm not ready.
Ah, man. Those explosions are so annoying. There, done. And we get a bunch of items out of that. Okay, I think that's kind of it for me. I'm gonna probably call it here. And yeah, I'm just looking here. Companion innovation. Yeah, this would be great for if I were playing Companion Druid with all the changes. Feature magic. I'm just gonna get out of here. I think I'm pretty much done. Oh, you know where I'm gonna go? I wanted to go to Iron. I wanted to go to the Iron Wolves encampment.
I must wait a moment.
boss in 20 minutes. It'd be nice to try to run world boss too, but I'll save that for another time, perhaps. Also almost done my whispers. Or not whispers, cinders. Yeah. Sure. I can try to finish all of these, I suppose. Are really causing me some problems here. Equipment has broken. Oh, okay. It says 0 out of 100, but I can still do damage, so I think... Okay, one. Where is it? Yeah, I was still doing damage, so it says broken, but I think that it's like durability 0 out of 100, and then you get... If you die again after it reaches... The durability reaches 0, then it's when your stuff breaks. Also, yeah, like, you see my gold double there as soon as I ran that, or finished the set of, favors. I fared against hell. Okay, I'm gonna go with blacksmith too, just to fix my gear.
How can I help?
Yeah, we'll
An
junk all
approval of
these.
this.
Repair. Oh yeah, baleful fragments. See, I'm getting a lot more baleful fragments now that I'm in World Tier 4. And I also have Paragon points. I completely forgot about allocating them since I was just... Again, I haven't really... Ever since I went to World Tier 4, I've really just been taking it easy. Not really trying too hard because... At this point I can just afford to chill. Like, I'm actually now just playing the character for fun. Yeah, but the next time I play, the thing I gotta look out for... Yeah, the next time I play, the thing I'm gonna have to look out for is the... I'm gonna be playing Rogue, and Rogue is the class that I know the least about, so that's gonna be a struggle. Increased physical damage to non-bosses and elites. Yeah, that works with Landslide, so that's actually perfect. And then, yeah, this thing can go into Ferocious Poison Creeper. That'll double the damage, and it'll make the monsters be rooted for twice as long, too. Okay, so if I turn these in... okay. I'm not quite there yet. Does this... So this gives me sacred items. It's probably because it's scaled to my level. So if I reach level 55 and then I open the cache, it would give me an ancestral is what I would guess. But this item, though, kind of blows. It's 625 item power. And it doesn't even have any useful modifiers. It has pulverize at least, but I'm not using pulverize. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be back in like a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna try to push for level 55. So I can unlock ancestrals before I call it for the night, I guess. Okay. Oh, hey, bad boy. Yeah, I had to step out for a second. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I was intending to go and play Rogue, but, um, yeah, some things came up, like, just all of a sudden. I didn't get to play at all those days. Yeah, I was actually really looking forward to that, and I still am. I'm going to do one for Rogue. I just wasn't able to do it, unfortunately, at the time that I said I was. So, yeah, my apologies. I hope I didn't, keep you waiting the whole time. Yeah, I felt bad. I was like, I know that I told you I was gonna play Rogue, but I didn't think you would be waiting on it. So that's why I didn't go live. Otherwise, I would have. I'd have gladly. Well, it's not even about gladly played Rogue. Rogue, to be honest, is probably the least. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's probably the least interesting class for me. But I still want to make one of every character this season. Especially because I've been playing this game for, what, a year now? And I know how to play. I know what most of the classes do. It's just Rogue that I don't at this point. And Barbarian. I know how the rest of the classes work, especially Sork is really straightforward. You have, like, Chain Lightning, you have Fire, like, it's all this, and a lot of these skills existed in previous games too, but Rogue is, like, a completely new class for me. Anyway, how are you doing, by the way, bad boy? I'm only going to be playing for, like, I was going to aim for level 55, and then I was actually going to call it after that. But yeah, now that you're here, I kind of want to keep going, but I at least have to eat dinner. I know it's kind of a weird time. Like, every time you show up, it's like right before or during when I'm about to grab food. Good, what about you? I'm doing great. Like, it was a long week, dude. Like, I just wanted to, like, chill and play D4, you know? Like, I set aside at least Tuesday for that. You know that because I was streaming for 12 hours almost consecutively, like, with a few food breaks in between. But, yeah, man, I just wanted to sit down and play some D4, but there's so much that went on that, yeah, like, there was so much that went on that I wasn't quite able to play as much D4 as, well, as I wanted, really. So that kind of sucked. I was like, bruh ain't live as Rogue. Yo, my bad, man. I, yeah, I hope you're not, like, too upset about that. My apologies. I mean, it's not... I mean, it's kind of my fault because I told you, I even asked, like, oh yeah, will you be showing up for that? And you said you'll see if you could make it. I remember that conversation. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about you. I was like, damn, I really, really wanted to play and do this thing, but I couldn't. I'm messing. I don't care enough. Oh, okay, fair. All right. Well, I feel a bit better now. I did genuinely feel guilty about it, though, a couple days back. I was like, because, you know, it's not really that big a deal, but, you know, I don't want it to be the case where I bait people into, hey, yo, I'm going to do this thing. And then it's like, oh, yeah, this guy was just joshing. You know, I don't want to, like, stand you up or something like that. At least for this kind of thing. Like... But, I mean, my schedule also is very spontaneous sometimes. I got, like, nothing out of this run. I am the type who gets mad at people. They say they'll do one thing and then not do it. Yeah. I'm not sure what to tell you there. Unfortunately... I mean, I don't want to rustle... Or I don't want to, like, how do I say this? Hate to break it to you, but unfortunately, like, I'm the kind of person who to do just that. As much as I hate to say. In this case, it's like, in this particular case, like, I mean, it's just D4. And, you know, like, it was kind of factors somewhat outside of my control. So, you know, like, what can you do about it? But, like, yeah, there's a lot. The thing is, like, I don't mean to do it, right? But, you know, sometimes it's like, I have every intention of doing one thing, but sometimes there's just stuff that comes up that kind of makes me change my mind. Or maybe I just, you know, one day I feel like doing something, another day I don't. It's kind of like D4, for example. Like, I was like playing a bunch of D4 last season, and then I just stopped all of a sudden because I just, at one point, didn't feel like playing D4. Especially because they had announced the PTR and that there was going to be a boatload of new changes, and I'm like, well, why would I want to play a version of the game that's not going to exist in like a month? Yeah, that's why my family don't guarantee anything to me anymore. Well, I can understand that. I actually was thinking the same thing, like,
I must wait a
for
moment.
oh, shoot. Yeah, for the future, yeah, like after I finish like my rogue stream, for example, I don't know when my next stream after that will be, and I don't know if I can kill this guy actually. He's like so tanky, and I have no way to survive against him. 3. Dude, I actually cannot kill him. That's crazy. Might be one of the very few fights I have to just back out of completely. Like I don't know how I survived that. Yeah, like I could kill him if I had moat, so that I could do like a crit overpower on my upheaval, maybe, but even that is not worth trying to set
I
up.
must wait a moment.
But yeah, I mean, after this, I probably like, I mean, this was already on my mind since before, but like I was able to, I was able to at least have some kind of idea what my timeline was going to be like for this, like the next couple days, or at least before my plans would change, like out of the blue, right? But yeah, like after tomorrow, I'm not like I can't promise like a schedule or even like okay, like when the next time I play will be. I knew that at the very least, like the first week of the new season, I wanted to do some things, and I've done a good chunk of those things so far. I just don't know after this, like what my schedule will be like, or when or how much I'll be playing. Yeah, I just wanted to get in like the first week, and it's not because I'm like bored of the game or anything like that. It's just how it is. It's called getting bored. Sure. I mean, I wasn't bored of the game though. It's like you don't. Maybe for you it's different, but for me, I don't always. It's not like I'll quit games, of course, but it's not always because like I got bored of a game, or even that a game is bad in some cases. Like D4, when it launched, was in a very interesting state, but well, okay, D4 on launch day is like different. Like I genuinely quit the game because it was boring. But like last season, I was having fun,
I must wait a
but I quit because I just didn't see a point in playing, I guess. Mainly because yeah, like there's just not really much objective for it. Or like, here's another example. Warzone 3 recently. I was playing a bunch of Warzone 3, and then I stopped playing Warzone 3, not because I was getting bored of the game, but because even though I'm having a lot of fun with the game, it is frustrating the number of bugs that are in the game, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how I see it at least. Yeah,
need more time.
maybe for you it's completely different. If so, like all the power to you, I respect it. But yeah, I'm not the kind of person to just go cold turkey on the game because I got bored. It takes a lot for me to get bored of most games. I'm usually like a very like if I find a game, then I tend to stick by it for a while. I'm just trying to see where I want to go next. I'm gonna try to run. Well, this is World Tier 3, so PvP area is probably not gonna be a good place to go. Okay, level 52. Yeah. Sure. Might as well go over here for fun. Just clear all this out. Wait, no. There's... You can teleport to here. Okay. This isn't Pokemon. You can't fight them under leveled. Oh, I can fight a lot of stuff under level, just not that particular monster. Like, I took on Elias at level 35. You kind of... You showed up a little after I finished that. Like, you see I'm in, like, World Tier 4. I cleared Elias level 35 when he was 70. And all these monsters that I've been fighting, I've been killing them just fine. Like, that's fine, whatever. But that monster in particular was just way too difficult to deal with. That's how I think of it. I stopped playing Ace because I'm bored of it. I thought of doing kick. Kick like the barbarian skill? Oh no, kick the streaming service. Right. Okay. You thought of it. Okay, and like, you thought of doing it, like, recently or before? Because I know you mentioned that you had made, like, graphics, but I don't know if you actually end up... Well, yeah, I don't know. Streaming platform. Right, right.
What is this?
There's someone there. So dark and cold.
Yeah.
Please stay. Grandfather was supposed to walk me home.
Yeah, I mean, again, we can agree to disagree about the other thing, about, like, getting bored of a game. But yeah, for me, I don't like to say, oh, I got bored of a game, because it's usually not entirely accurate. You know, like, and yeah, maybe it's just, some people might say, okay, this, like, over analyzing things, but no, I really don't think it is. It's kind of like, yeah, it doesn't feel right to be like, oh, I quit playing a game because I'm bored. Like, saying that I'm bored of it is kind of like, okay, yeah, I stopped enjoying the game, but a lot of the time that's not what ends up happening. Especially like last season. Yeah, especially the last season. Especially because a lot of the time, like even this season, right? Like, for me, it was more of an issue of just I didn't have the time, like the last couple of days. Like, finally, it's the weekend. I can actually play. I was pretty excited for this, so yeah, I'm actually playing a bit, but I also have some stuff to do in between. There we go, 100,000 damage. But I'd only do it for the money, not gonna lie. Hey man, I respect that. A lot of people get into streaming with that as one of the intentions. At least you know what you want and you're honest about it. You know, there's some people who would be all like, see, this is an elite monster like the previous one I fought, and I can kill him in like 3 hits, right? Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So at least you're honest about what you want, not just, to myself, or not just to me, but also to yourself. So that's, yeah. I mean, the way I see it, it might be worth just trying out. I mean, it's totally up to you what you decide to do, but if you're interested in it, it might be worth just giving a shot just to see what it's like. And if you really don't like it, then just stop. And I'm like frozen forever.
I'm low on spirits.
Oh, come on. Oh no, I actually managed to kill them both. I thought I was dead there. Yeah, I mean that's what I did with this stream actually. Especially because like this channel that I've made here, I mean originally I just wanted to do like all YouTube content. But then I was like, you know what? A lot of people do Twitch. I kind of want to try Twitch. So yeah, that's kind of why, I'm here now, giving this a shot, right? And so far, I've been pleasantly surprised. I've met, honestly, yeah, like you're probably the one. I'll just be honest about it. You're like the one person who consistently show up. You and, I mean, to be fair though, I don't stream that often, so I can understand why I don't have any regulars either. But you and D's, I think, are the only 2 people who regularly show up, right? Now, granted, it's a little different because, like, I'm kind of starting on Diablo 4, which is, like, a pretty... I mean, it is a popular game, like, controversies aside. It is a popular game. And so, yeah, like, I'm starting from scratch on Twitch, and that's way tougher than if I were to, like, play... I don't know, even, like, Grim Dawn. Like, I played Grim Dawn, and I had, like, what, 7, 8 viewers? I don't think I've ever had that many on D4, right? And that's because people can actually find my channel here. But yeah, my point is, yeah, like this was something that I myself wanted to try and see if I liked it. And so far, it's been interesting. But I don't know if this is something that I would do just for money, But yeah. So, I see. So I'd save the stream money for a new PC, a pre-built one instead. Oh, that's interesting. Most people like to build their own PCs. I think I go Amulet. Okay, I'll open that cache a little later. Again, I just needed the XP. I got like 1 million XP out of it, and no, 1.2 million that time, or no, 1.3 million skills with my level, right? And that's like 3/4 of my XP bar. I think they really did readjust the way XP works. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. I know I did Tree of Whisper testing like a long time ago. At level 57 last time, I got 270k. So they almost tenfolded how much XP you actually get from the Tree of Whispers now. I know you don't care about that, but that's just something kind of absurd to me because like last season, I was doing a boatload of Tree of Whisper level. Well, no, the last 2 seasons, I was doing a bunch of Tree of Whispers because that was like my most enjoyed way of playing the game. But part of the reason I didn't even consider it for this season is because the Helltide changes were, or the XP changes for like Helltide and everything else just looked so much juicier. But if I'm getting 3/4 of a level from running 10 Whispers, like low key, I might actually be better off just running Whispers here and there. Like, yeah, like it really would depend on the character, how strong you are and that kind of stuff. Like right now, I'm struggling to really do Helltides and stay alive. And yeah, but like meanwhile, if I do like some of these Whispers, I'd actually get like a level from just turning in like 10 favors. Like that's a pretty good deal, actually. A lot of people have been praising Helltides, and there's a lot you get out of them, but honestly, Tree of Whispers might not even be that bad either. I have to go and explore more about that anyway. Okay. Let's take a step back here. Because yeah, what you're talking about is actually more interesting than this. I just have to, like, if other people are gonna watch this in the future, I want to make sure that they kind of get the deets, because I've also been uploading these playthroughs too. And earlier there was that guy, I think it was yeah, like earlier there was the guy who was saying, like, you were there for that. No, you weren't actually. Yeah, there was a guy that had shown up, and he was talking about how he actually was watching my playthroughs, and he was enjoying the commentary, because part of the reason I uploaded like some of this content on YouTube with commentary now rather than just no commentaries. I'm kind of curious to see if people would enjoy it, but yeah, turns out they do. All right, so to be honest, okay, so the one I want is like 4K. That makes sense. I remember, yeah, no, I'm surprised that you went and like you're interested in building or getting a pre-built. Like most people don't care for, like, don't want to do pre-built. Like they want to like build their own PC, put all the parts together and all that. I bought mine pre-built, and I've been using it since I think it was like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Yeah, I don't remember. It was like a while back. I don't remember exactly when. I can't be bothered to figure it out. But yeah, no, I bought a pre-built PC with all the parts that I really wanted. And yeah, like people say that it's cheaper to get like a custom-built PC, but I was like crunching the math on it, and I'm like, okay, if I buy all of the individual parts, not only is it more... Not only do I have to actually put the PC together, which again, I can't be bothered to do it, but it's also... It would have been more expensive. I'm like, why would I want to put in more effort to... Yeah, like, why would I want to put in more effort to build a PC, and then it's, like, more expensive, too? That would have made no sense to me. So... the one I want is like, so someone made like $500 in a month. Well, I'm not surprised about that. Well, okay, probably somebody you know, right? Because there's like so many other people out there that make a lot more than $500 a month off streaming. And it's not just, keep in mind, the thing about streaming, right? Like, the thing about streaming is it's not just about... Okay, there we go. The thing about streaming is it's not just about your stream revenue, right? Like, it's not like, oh yeah, people watch ads, you get money, that's where your $500 comes from. You also get a lot of money from, like, okay, so if you're a Twitch partner, you're gonna have people who sub to you. You're gonna have, like, if you're like a big streamer, you can have like merchandise, you can have like a Patreon page, you can have... Like, that's something I would want to do in the future, like on my channel. Like, let's say like YouTube. Maybe like a build guide for a class, or like for a specific build of your choosing, if you pay me like $30 or something like that, right? Like you can do something like, you can do things like that. So it's not really just about ad revenue. There's like so much more. And then also like ad revenue on Twitch, or rather Twitch itself, if you link your Twitch to your YouTube and you make content for both, some combination of both, I guess, then some of the like you'll also make more YouTube money because people on Twitch will go to YouTube and then vice versa, people on YouTube go to Twitch, right? Um, yeah, so there's like it's kind of interesting how it works because there's really a lot more to it uh than just like ad revenue from the Twitch streams. I stream Valorant if I was a streamer. Okay, so I yeah, I'm not sure what to say there. Yeah, do let me know if you ever do decide to stream Valorant. Like I'd like to support you because, you know, you've been here for like I mean, I want to say for so long. Like it's only been like I haven't really even streamed that long compared to other people, but like yeah, you've been I don't know, it's the least I could do. So, do give me the heads up. I like to, you know, hang out and watch, at least lurk if nothing else. But supposedly Kick pays you 16 bucks an hour. Bro, ain't no way they pay you 10 bucks or 16 bucks an hour. They go bankrupt, wouldn't they? There's no way. If they actually do pay 16 bucks an hour, then man, I'm on the wrong streaming platform. Let me tell you. Stream Valorant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say there though. Like I have a lot of things I would want to say about streaming Valorant. Like even right now I'm streaming Diablo 4 because it's a game that well, I mean, I think we're both on the same page, right? Where there's a game that we enjoy playing. Like X Defiant is coming out, right? And that's a game I'm interested in, so I want to stream it. Um, but I think that I'll have greater success with X Defiant as compared to Diablo 4, mainly because there's going to be fewer streamers on the game. So it'll be easier to gain some kind of following. But if you're like starting from the ground up and you have like no viewership, no nothing, it is very difficult. Because like especially for a popular game, because people can't find your channel. At least with Grim Dawn, when I streamed that, like I had like 6 or 7 viewers because I was like the only person streaming at the time. So I had at least that going for me. But yeah, that's I mean, I genuinely wish you the best of luck for Valorant if you're a streamer. I bet like I have faith in that you would be able to make it, but the difficult thing to keep in mind is that um it would take a while to really ramp up a following. I think unless you could like unless you like make like a TikTok or YouTube and all these other social media platforms and you get like a viral video out or something that could really kickstart it. That's how well, yeah, but I'm not like I wouldn't know how to do that. That's just something that I noticed that a lot of people do. That's something I wanted to try to do with like my YouTube channel, but I'm failing at it. Like just today, I finally hit 50 subs. You know, after after like half a year. I mean, that's decent, I guess, but other people have way greater success. But anyway, that's just me reflecting on you know streaming these popular games. First PC is a self-build. I just want a better one. I know nothing about building a better build my PC. Okay, but I'd rather go the pre-built path. Yo, I felt the exact same way, man. I wish I had more to say on that, but I don't. I felt the same way when I was building my PC. I was just, or when I was trying to get a new PC, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy one, man. I'm a Starforge PC, so the Kick is mad rich. Okay, fine. You're right. You're right. Probably, I guess they can afford it, but yeah, that's kind of insane to me. But you know what? I guess it makes sense because a lot of people can't hit it big on Kick. That's probably the difference, right? Um, yeah, like Twitch is basically just handing out affiliate to everybody. Well, maybe not me, like, but yeah, people who have like just even like let's say 3 regular viewers with like a bunch of hours streamed, I think that you can qualify to become a Twitch partner. Or no, I think it's called an affiliate. But then if you were to try to do the same thing on Kick, it's way more challenging because who the heck even uses Kick as a streaming platform? Uh, yeah, even if it's better, like it's just difficult to gain some kind of audience. The portion of streamers are earning 16 bucks per hour by meeting the below conditions. Actively stream with the live chat or interact with the live stream chat. Yeah, of course. At least stream 4 hours a day and 30 days a month. Visible. Okay. Well, cool. So who knows? That's how some streamers are making 16 bucks. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be honest here. I have a Kick channel myself. I was originally trying to stream on Kick because my thoughts were that, okay, well, there's a lot more competition on Twitch, so I should try to stream on Kick. And then I realized that the only, well, yeah, like there's like no one, there's like no viewer base on Kick. Like, I don't, in my personal, unprofessional opinion, right? Because I don't know much about any of, like, I'm not like super familiar with like partnership and affiliate and all that. I feel like it is way more difficult to start on Kick, or it's probably way more difficult to start on Kick and try to grow an audience and like become a partner than it is to like get viral somehow else and then redirect people to Kick. Because yeah, like at least me personally, when I was trying to stream on Kick, it's like, yeah, there was not nearly enough viewers. Like if you're like one of the top 10, maybe even like top 1%, then yeah, that's where I wouldn't be surprised if you make 16 bucks an hour, but if you're not, if you don't have the numbers, then it's probably very difficult to get 16 bucks an hour. That's how I would imagine it. But hey, I'm talking out of my butt here. Like if, if you try it, maybe maybe you should give it a go and let me know. Maybe you'll have a much greater level of success, but I'm just like trying to reason this out in my head. That's how I feel, right? I'm not trying to discourage you. This is just like if I were, makes sense. Okay, so I'm glad that at least on that we're on the same page. Yeah, because again, like I was thinking the same thing. Like I didn't just start this, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick just to make money or something like that. But that was like one of the things I considered. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, if in the future I do end up making a more, like if I actually gain enough of a following, I could get partnered, right? And I'm like, ideally, I would want to do it on Kick because that's where the most amount of money comes in. But then, of course, the problem becomes that how do I even get that following, right? So I had the same dilemma when I was trying to figure out which platforms I wanted to prioritize streaming on, if that makes sense. Yeah. Valorant category on Kick has 800 viewers. No, I actually, okay. That sounds great. 800 viewers, right? But here, give me 2 seconds. I want to check something out real quick. Okay, browse. So right now, I'm checking like the games on Twitch, and Valorant, of course, is like close to the top. I just can't seem to find it for some reason. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right. And then Kick Games. Kick.com. It's a shame too. I really want Kick to take off so that Twitch has some competition, but I just don't think they're there yet. But yeah, maybe one day. I browse recommended games. Valorant. Why is it not showing up? See, they're Valorant. Okay, fine. Show more. Oh, wow. Why is there 1,700 viewers for Diablo 2 on Twitch or on Kick, but then there's only 1,000 viewers for Call of Duty? Okay. I don't even know how that would happen, but okay. So here, yeah, you're right. Valorant has 870 viewers. But in comparison, right? There are on Twitch, there's 71,000, well, okay, fine, 70.8K viewers on Twitch for Valorant. So that's a difference of like 1,000 versus, like, that's like a 70x difference. Is my math on that right? Yeah, it actually is. It's like 70x difference, right? Like And there's another factor too that I considered, because when I began streaming, I didn't actually stream Diablo 4 first. I think I actually streamed Warzone first. I think when Warzone 3 had first came out, I tried to stream that, or I don't remember, but that's not important. Despite the fact that there are 71,000. No, wait. Despite the fact there's almost like there's only like 900 viewers on Valorant, right? There's still five. I count at least 50 channels. Like, I'm just skimming through it. There's at least 50 channels to go through before you make it to the bottom. And then yeah, all the people at the bottom have like one viewer each. So yeah, like I feel like on Twitch versus like it's a miracle that you were even able to find my channel on Twitch to begin with still, but yeah, on Twitch, like, yeah, you're buried under a sea of like hundreds of like streamers at a time. But I mean, I don't think that having only 50 makes it that much better on Valorant. So I'm not trying to discourage you, by the way, at all. I'm just trying to think like me personally, or I guess the point I'm trying to get at is if me personally, if I wanted to like grow some kind of like if I wanted to actually get big on a game, I'd actually probably want to start with a different game with a much like with a slightly smaller audience, but with like a higher demand. And then once I get enough of like a fan base there, then I would probably migrate to the game that I actually wanted to play. Because right now, like even on like YouTube, I'm starting from scratch on Diablo 4 content, and my YouTube videos are getting buried under a sea of other content creators. Like it's actually insane. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some insight into how I feel, or it's stuff that you're at least somewhat interested in. But yeah, I'm kind of these are things that I find kind of fun to talk about, because I myself was or have been trying to build this channel from the ground up, and it's been fun. So if you do the same thing, like I'd love to see how well that works out for you. Right. So yeah, okay. So enough of those numbers. I'm just gonna take a look here. What else? Much more viewers. Val on Twitch has more viewers. Yeah, like 70 times more viewers. That's not an exaggeration either. Seems like D4 is more popular on Kick. Yes, you're right. Diablo 4 is. Why is Diablo 4 more popular on Kick? Let's take a look. Diablo 4, is it actually? No, Diablo 4 has 300 viewers. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by D4 is more popular on Kick, because if I check Twitch right now.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, if I check Diablo 4 on Twitch right now, there's 16,000 viewers.
Greetings.
Yeah, and then meanwhile Diablo 4 has 300 viewers. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say there. I only said it was pop because you said it had more at first on Kick. No, not Diablo 4. I said Diablo 2. Diablo 2 has 1,700 viewers right now. Like... Oh, okay, no, never mind. Now it's probably not the case. Like, now there's no one streaming it, but earlier, when I took a look at Diablo 2 category, there was one guy who was streaming it who had 1,700 viewers on Diablo 2. I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, no, Diablo 2, just to be clear here. The only reason I know this is it was on the front page. Yeah, for some reason, League of Legends has 1,800 viewers on Kick, but then Diablo 2 had 1,700 viewers, which makes no sense. And then Dota 2 at 1,600 viewers for some reason. Like the math just wasn't mathing there. That's why I was bringing it up. But okay, let's go back to what you were talking about. Warzone. Yeah, you said Warzone. Yeah, I mean, like, if you check, like, my YouTube channel, you'll see that the first content, like, the first videos that I put out were actually for Warzone. Well, I mean, like, I say the first videos because, like, I have, like, streams dating all the way back from, like, last year. And I think the very first game that well, actually, yeah, I think the first game I did stream was Warzone 2 on my channel. And yeah, like, I only had done one stream because Warzone 2 was, for lack of better words, it was kind of boring. Now, that's a game I can say in earnest. It was, I quit Warzone 2 because it was boring. Like, I can say that, like, just in earnest with no doubt in my mind. But yeah, even back then, like Warzone 2 was still very popular. Like, despite its flaws, a lot of people were playing it, and because so many people were playing Warzone 2, like I was gonna try to make content for it, but like yeah, there was like no viewers, and then when I made my first Warzone 3 videos, like you can actually see on my channel, if you filter it by like the earliest videos to the latest videos. I think I put out a couple gameplays in Warzone 3. I got like 20 views. And then I think because like YouTube was recommending my content to a couple people just to see if anyone was interested, and then it basically just fell off. Like no one watched my videos after that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not discouraged by it, but you know, like this is just my experience. I'm like, okay, well, this is I might have to rethink the strategy of how I'm approaching this and so on. So yeah, thought doing it on Kick because it'd be easier to find my channel compared to Twitch. I agree. No, that's how I felt too. Originally, that's why I started on Kick. That's why I even considered Kick in the first place, because otherwise, like, why would I stream on Kick, right? Like, but then okay, well, but then I actually tried it. Again, like our experiences may vary, but I actually went and tried it, and then I got no viewership whatsoever. The only viewership I got was, I think it was like one or two bots, like actual bots that came into my chat and were like, "Hey, yeah, yo, you know, we're selling like custom stickers and backgrounds and layouts for channel and viewers for channels if you're interested in if you're at all interested in getting well, and that kind of thing." And then they dipped, right? Like, you know, those bots, you probably have seen them. Probably not on this channel as much because, you know, like I have like no viewers, so the bots have no reason to come here. But yeah, on Kick, those are the only chatters I had, and my viewer count basically never went above 1. Uh, and keep in mind that Valorant right now has like 70k viewers on Twitch and like what, 1,000 viewers almost on Kick. Now imagine trying to play like some of these other games that are like less popular on Kick. Like, I don't know, it's tough. That would be very difficult, I think. Anyway, okay, I do need to grab my food, so I want to actually, I can't be bothered to sift through all this equipment. I'm just gonna toss them all in here real quick. I'm gonna try to make it to level 55, and then I gotta go eat, and then yeah, again, I hate to leave you hanging because we're having a great chat, and yeah, we're having a great chat right now, but I would like to eat, and then I wanted to do like I wanted to release something on my YouTube channel tonight, so I'm probably gonna do that before I go to sleep, and then I'm gonna be back tomorrow. And this time, I'm like trying to think if anything will come out of the blue to dissuade me from this, but my intention really is to do Rogue, but I actually don't know. Yeah, 1 second, where is it? Right. I was gonna do Tree of Whispers. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do Whispers to end off the evening, I guess. I can do them over here. My VODs on Twitch would hit 100 views sometimes when I was streaming Visage. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wait, when was the last time you streamed Visage? And speaking of which, do I have you followed? Why don't I have you followed? Here, I'm following you now. Yeah, it's silly that I don't have you followed. I know you don't care, but I care. You can't remember? Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, by the way, another thing I realized, like I didn't know this before, but when it says like, you know, X number of views, like let's say like 100 views, um, that also includes the people that checked out your stream. Um,
I'm not ready.
that also includes the people who checked out your stream when you were live. Yeah, so that was something I realized over time because I'm like, well,
I must wait a moment.
yeah, I mean, that's just otherwise the numbers just would not make sense. Like they just would not add up at all. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So if you're getting like 1,000 views or 100 views, then yeah, that's that means that there were some people who were checking out your stream too. You do check out the analytics too, right? When you stream, because like I've checked out a few. Again, like I like to look at them. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I just like to gain like some insights, right? And one of the insights I realized from checking out like the creator dashboard or whatever it's called is there's a lot of games out there that actually have like a very low streamer to viewer ratio, and I think those are the ones. Well, sorry, let me rephrase it. Very high streamer to viewer ratio. Or, sorry, very high viewer to streamer ratio. I think that makes more sense here. So basically what it means is there's some games that are in much higher demand. So those are the games that Twitch recommended that I try if I wanted to really grow an audience. Now, granted, that audience might not actually carry over if you do like a different game, right? Like, there's some people who are known for playing something specific. Like, I don't know if you play League, but there's a guy, Faker, known as like the greatest League of Legends player of all time. Now that guy, a lot of people watch him because he's like the go-to League of Legends player. But there's other people that people will watch for, you know, personality or whatever. And those guys, like, you know, people in the first category, I feel like if they try to transition over into something else, they have a much tougher time. But people in the second category, it's much easier to get people to watch you for other stuff. Complete an event. Yeah, I want something quick and easy. I'm already like halfway there. Sure, let's just go over here and yeah, I'll go over here and just finish this off. I can't remember. I mean, I'm at 52 followers on Twitch. Wow. Yeah. See, you're like you have like 5 times my follower count straight up. You know. I mean, it's not a competition at all. It's just funny to me. I'm like, yeah. Wait. So you 50? Okay. So now I'm curious, right? Because here I am struggling to, you know, grow my channel. And now I have like a few questions for you. So you have 52 followers on Twitch. Is that like, did you stream regularly before, or was this all from one stream? And like, did you stream any other games, or was it just that one game, Visage? I mean, I'm kind of excited to play Rogue, actually. Like, even though it's the character that I am least interested in, it's also the one I know the least about, so oh, darn, that's a lot of monsters. It's the, because I know the least about it, that means that I have the most to learn from playing Rogue, so yeah, I'm really, looking forward to that. DM you an old statistic on disc? Yeah, sure. Let me take a look at that. Let's see, how close am I to finish? Okay, let me finish this. I'm actually almost done, and then we'll look at that. Because, yeah, that's a problem. That I did. Okay. Yeah, because I remember, like, one of the last streams I did, they were, like, recommending me, like, other games that have, like, high viewer to streamer ratio. Like, especially because, like, when I stream, like, Grim Dawn, right? Like, that's another example of a game where one of the reasons I wanted to start off on Grim Dawn, aside from the fact that I was genuinely interested in it, is Grim Dawn has, like, if I were to check Grim Dawn right now, I don't know if you know Grim Dawn. It's another RPG game, sort of like Diablo 4, but I would say more well-polished, but with worse graphics. Yeah, so that's Grim Dawn. But yeah, I was interested in streaming Grim Dawn, and yeah, there were a lot more people who could find my channel because, like, if even if I look right now, oh wow, that was like instantly killed him. Even if I were to stream Grim Dawn right now, I think I'd only be competing with like 2 other people. Or actually, no, that's not true, because there's a new season that they rolled out. They have like fan-made seasons. Okay, Twitch, Grim Dawn. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so Grim Dawn has only 4 streamers actually. Um, Although it's worth noting that there's one person who has like the person who has the one person has 13 viewers and the other 3 people have only 1 viewer. So like yeah, that's a game that I also realized a while back has like not that many streamers, so it's kind of interesting to stream in that regard, but it also doesn't have that many viewers too, so it's it goes both ways. Um, I'll just go amulets. There we go. Nice. I leveled up to 55, and this now means I can now properly equip the gear that I got. Yeah, grinding out to 100 is like crazy easy. Like I could now do this within a day, and it would not even be that difficult. But I mean, I don't have time, that much time, unfortunately, to do it within one day. Damage versus crowd controlled. Uh, okay. Bear form. Okay, I'll worry about the Paragon board later. I'm just gonna look at these statistics, chat with you for a bit. I gotta go because yeah, I have my dinner here, but it's starting to get cold. Right. Okay, bad boy. Let's take a look at this here. So you DM'd me this statistic. I'm just gonna check it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry about that. That was very loud. I don't know why it played that. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. You stream. Okay, so this was 2022. So that wasn't actually all that long ago. I know. I feel like before the pandemic was a different time for Twitch, right? Like, but sure. Let's take that off the table for a second. So you had streamed 45 hours from May 2022 or on May 2022. Your average viewer count was 2.4. You had 15 follows and 25 unique chatters. Oh, those are some insane numbers. Wow. Especially 15 follows. Yeah, wow. I mean, I don't know if you were there. Well, no, I think you were there for that. I remember I was playing the Incinerate Sorcerer, and when I played the Incinerate Sorcerer, I was trying to get grind 1 to 100, and I don't think I think that I only had like 3 followers or something like that. The only reason I even have any followers, I think a lot of them came from when I was offering to do free like Ubers for people or like free rushes for people to get into like the end or World Tier 4. But then I realized that the majority of people who showed up to my channel were people who were just looking for me to run Uber bosses for them. Now, I don't mind running Uber bosses, but I'm not, at the time, I myself was not strong enough to handle the Uber bosses easily. I was not strong enough to do the Nightmare Vaults easily, and I didn't even have that many materials. And beyond all of that, I don't want my stream to just be me running Uber bosses for people. For a number of reasons. Like for me, that's not all that interesting either. But that's like way off topic. So that's where my follows came from. But otherwise, yeah, I've gotten very few follows in comparison. 1.7 average viewers and 8 follows, and then 2.1 average viewers with 14 follows. And it says that you streamed 15 minutes. You streamed 15 minutes and got 14 follows. That does not sound quite right. Although it's interesting to me to see that when like on the I think the last screenshot you gave, this was end of 2021. Uh Yeah, no, that's still fine. I mean, because there was like pre-pandemic period and post-pandemic period, I think. Like, yeah, like I said, Twitch got like blew up a lot more after the pandemic had started. I think the 45H1 was my either my time streaming Overwatch comp or Visage or Apex or Siege. Wow. I'm sure that if you took a like if you were able to divide these numbers up between each of the games, you could probably get some very cool insights out of it. Like my guess, 45 hours, right? Like Overwatch, I'll bet that Overwatch competitive and Apex probably had a lot fewer like follows and viewers than Visage because they're like I don't know if there's as many people who like the competition is pretty big for Overwatch, isn't it? Twitch games. I'm gonna check how many people are watching Overwatch. Okay, so it's still very popular. 22,000 viewers. Yeah, wow. There's like so many channels. Like I'm like just scrolling and scrolling on Twitch. Yeah. I'm also very curious, like if you had shifted over to Kick, how many viewers you would have gotten. I don't know if you would have had nearly so many, but anyway. It's either Overwatch, Apex, or Siege. Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. Maybe like my understanding of everything is just wrong, you know? Like maybe streaming these big games really is the way to go. Maybe you're just that good. I'm not sure. Or maybe I chose Diablo 4 and COD, which are just worse games overall because like yeah, Diablo 4 is not a game that is particularly exciting to watch. And Call of Duty is just yeah, like I don't think well, I don't even know if they really have like ranked play. Like they had ranked and anyway, I'm not gonna like give too much of an explanation, but I think that COD might actually just be worse than all those games you listed. Maybe it's the game choice that I have here. Like maybe I'm choosing games that are just not great. I don't know. That's crazy though. 45 hours streaming those, and you actually had people finding your channel. That's the thing. Again, like it's not that I don't have faith in you as like a streamer or anything like that. I am just like thinking like, yeah, the logistics of it. Like how if I were to stream any of these games, like my channel would be buried under so many other creators. So I don't know. I don't know how you pull that off. Oh, I gotta think about that. I only watch COD vids on YouTube of toxic teammates or enemies. All right, well, there you go then. I would not want to put out that kind of content, personally. Um, I'd rather be the opposite, actually, which is probably, ironically, kind of boring for you. Because yeah, I don't. I think that there's already enough people who put out like these. Well, I don't even know actually. I just don't want to play Warzone 3, go into like a game with randos, and then like my YouTube videos are of me getting frustrated at them or them getting frustrated at me, you know? It's not the vibe that I'm trying to start on this channel, on Twitch or YouTube. And even in fact on YouTube, like a lot of people have been putting out like negative D4 content for months. And the content that I'm trying to put out is just like it's not like positive content per se, but it's just me trying to give people more information about the game. Like that's the kind of content I'd like to. Those are the kinds of videos I want to put out for people. Information that helps people learn more about the game. Uh, and yeah, content that's just generally positive. But anyway, so that's my 2 cents. Right. Okay. 45 hours is crazy. I didn't even know I did that much. Well, I'll bet it's because you were having fun. I'll bet it was just like you were I'll bet that, you were just playing Overwatch with like the stream in the background. In fact, that's kind of why I like that's one of the reasons I was kind of interested in Twitch too, because at the end of the day, like if you're streaming, then you're gaming and you're chatting. Is like is basically what you're doing for Twitch, right? So, yeah, like if you're playing Overwatch, you're playing like ranked and whatnot, then you're gonna be grinding out like, yeah, you're basically just gonna be like, I mean, it's not surprising because you might already be sinking in like 8 to 10 hours uh on Val or well Overwatch ranked per day, let's say, right? So even like 4 or 5 days of like streaming what you already would have been playing on your spare time, it comes out to like 45 hours. So yeah, I'm not actually all that surprised. Even on this channel, like I grinded out like 12 hours like a couple days ago, uh, like when the season launched, right? And then today I've already done. I've streamed for 2 hours and like right now, but then earlier today I streamed for 3 hours, so that's already 20 hours. These two streams alone. That's just well, no, 2 days I should say alone. That's even more so if I were playing like ranked, like that's why I'm really looking forward to X Defiance release 2 days from now. I'm super hyped for that on Tuesday, so I'm really hoping that I can. Oh yeah, really hoping that that'll. I want to say reinvigorate my enjoyment of um competitive gaming, but that like I just want to try the game out first and see if it's any good, and then we'll go from there. That is something I intend to stream as well, but I'm not going to promise anything on Tuesday. Wait, no, I actually don't think I can stream on Tuesday. I I want to try X Defiant though. I want to stream it. In fact, when X Defiant comes out, I probably will switch to that as my main game. Like I'll play Diablo 4 every now and then too, of course, but yeah, I want to play a lot more X Defiant. I want X Defiant to be my main game because I feel like that has a lot of potential. It's a competitor in some ways to COD, or well, that's how some people see it. So, I would like to see how true that is, and if it's a lot of fun, I might actually switch to it as a main game. I've been looking for something like that for so long. Like Apex isn't really my cup of tea because I'm more of like a boots on the ground kind of player. Apex seems like a game where there's like a lot of mobility and a lot of things happening. And same thing with like Overwatch and Valorant. Um, yeah, not to say that they're bad games. Like I understand why people love them. But yeah, especially when I'm like trying to hit it big on like Twitch and YouTube or whatever. Not even hit it big, but even just trying to get like a baseline um viewership. Like yeah, it would be nice to try something that's a little bit more low key. I heard X Defiant is the COD killer. Yeah, okay, so I don't even need to explain that part of it. Like, yeah, I've been keeping an eye out on X Defiant since last year, and that's all people have been saying about X Defiant. Uh, since like last year, I've been waiting for X Defiant for a whole year. Like, if you look at the banner on my YouTube channel, X Defiant is on there. I've been waiting for a year just for them to release it so I could try it and make videos on it and everything. I know they've had open betas, but that's not the same as actually having the full game out. And I don't think I've played ranked for any game in like a while. Like I played for Warzone 2, but it was so boring that I wasn't interested in. Warzone 3 has Resurgence ranked, but I'm not interested in Resurgence ranked at all. But X Defiant ranked sounds like a lot of fun because you're actually playing competitive game modes and it's not Call of Duty. So, yeah, I feel like that's an opportunity to maybe try something different, maybe get some people who are actually interested uh in X Defiant too to chat with. Hope you enjoy your dinner, by the way. Yo, I very much appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be trying to play Rogue tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you then. Um, but again, I don't want to promise anything. This is just my plan, right? Tomorrow, I mean, like, if I don't do Rogue tomorrow, which, again, I don't know what would cause me to not do Rogue tomorrow, because, like, nothing should come up. It's yeah, like, tomorrow should be fine. And then Tuesday's the release of X Defiant, so that's basically what the next 2 days will be like. I'm looking forward to both days. But Rogue is gonna... Yeah, Rogue should also take a lot longer than this playthrough, because I actually don't know anything about Rogue, so I need to figure that out as I go along. Now, that's gonna be tough. It's like the one character that I'm not confident playing at all. Yeah, X Defiant though, COD Killer. That's the title a lot of people have given it because, especially because like I think a lot of the people who've worked on previous CODs are working on X Defiant, and the game does look very nice. It shares a lot of similarities with how old school COD used to look, and I really do like that. So that's exciting for me. So that's one of the reasons they're calling it the COD Killer, because it's got gameplay that's similar to Call of Duty with like a few twists. It seems, yeah, yeah. So it's something that like at least because right now like one other thing I want to mention, Call of Duty in the past used to share that space of first-person shooters with Battlefield, but I think that after EA rolled out Battlefield 2042, they really dropped the ball with 2042, and then they proceeded to not release any Battlefields after that, and they were really like leaning on that sunken ship for Battlefield 2042. But yeah, I mean, word on the street has it that Battlefield 2042 was trash. Um, and yeah, so I feel like that's when Battlefield really fell into obscurity. If ever it was a competitor to COD before, they kind of insisted on shooting themselves in the foot with 2042. So COD really dominated the shooter space for a while. So yeah, people have been really hoping for a competitor to come out to or for a shooter to come out to compete with COD, so that like COD doesn't just keep making, I guess, bad decisions because they know they can get away with it since they have a monopoly in the shooter space essentially. Like yeah, obviously there's like Overwatch, CS:GO, Valorant, Apex, and so on, but yeah, like it would be nice to have like a multiplayer shooter to play. That's also free to play. That's another thing too. I think X Defiant is free to play if I remember right. Like I haven't checked. I don't really much care if there's a price tag or not. I was gonna play it either way. Um, yeah, so a lot of people would like to see this like free to play multiplayer alternative to Call of Duty that looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I think that's like a big thing too. Like COD multiplayer is not free to play. But X Defiant is free to play, so yeah, maybe that's another reason why it's considered a COD killer. That's probably it. You didn't even know that. Which thing did you know? And then this is the last thing we'll talk about. Like, I will actually dip after this. I know that you also probably have not brought up any new topics because, yeah, you're trying to be considerate to let me go. If it's gonna be F2P, it's gonna be a P2W IMO. A lot of the time, that's the case. Um, and hey, maybe this time is no different. But it looks to me like the things that they're releasing for X Defiant like cash shop, like the microtransactions, because of course there's gonna be microtransactions. That's fair. I mean, it's a free to play game. Like you can't have a free to play game and then also be like, okay, yeah, they shouldn't have any kind of microtransactions and cosmetics because okay, understandably they put a lot of time in development. They got to make money somehow, right? But okay, sure, fine. Free to play. Like, let me just confirm that X Defiant is free. Is X Defiant free to play? Yeah, amazing arcade shooter experience, free to play. Um, Yeah, no, it is free to play. And that's Here's the hilarious thing though about you saying that if it's gonna be FCP, it's P2W. Well, you know what other game is pay to win? Um, yeah, you know what other game is pay to win? Warzone 3. And keep in mind that Warzone 3 is also a it's also a paid game. Um, well, okay, I mean, there's a little bit more there's a little bit more to it than that, but I remember in like Warzone 1, there would be like some very bro and yeah, no, in Warzone 1 there were a lot of broken skins that you could get if you paid. Like broken as in like in some cases they were just super dark skins. Which don't really give you like a direct gameplay advantage, but a lot of people couldn't even see if you just hid in like a dark corner. Other skins you could see, but like with these specific skins that you could buy with the battle pass, you could just hide in the corner. And then I think later on in the game there was a skin that was actually quite literally broken because it was invisible after a certain distance. I think it was like 30 meters. Which again comes from the battle pass. And then in Warzone 2, they released a Groot skin. Yes, Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, like the Marvel character. And that one was like, I mean, Groot himself is made of branches, right? So yeah, your bullets could sometimes go right through him because he's very difficult to track because his character model is all branches. So Yeah, that game, like, Call of Duty is already doing, like, this whole, like, pay to win. Well, they're already pay to play, and they're also pay to win. At least X Defiant is half of that. And, like, if all these pay to play games already have microtransactions with, like, attached to them, then, I might as well enjoy a free to play game with, with microtransactions, right? But, even at that, I don't even think that like, I haven't seen the cash out. This is why I'm waiting for the release of the game. You might be 100% right. I might play it on Tuesday and then find out that, oh, actually, yeah, Batboy was right. Like, if you go to the cash shop and you buy this, like, one the blueprint, you're going to be overpowered. But judging by what I can see from the raw gameplay footage that other people have put out, it seems like a very, like, balanced game. Like, I don't really think that it's going to be as pay to win as, well, yeah, I think it'll be fine, I guess. Doesn't do this F2P, but it has many paywalls. Yeah, I've heard some stuff about that. The COD pay stuff. Oh, I don't doubt that. But I was just giving you, I was just giving you an example of, like, a game that is also pay to win, but it's pay to play too. So at least if I play X Defiant, it's a free to play game that, okay, is like, well, yeah, if at least X Defiant is a pay to win game that's just free to play. So, at least I didn't pay for that, right? That's all I was trying to say. And the microtransactions themselves probably won't be that bad as my initial hunch, but we'll see. It's Ubisoft, so they're prone to messing things up. So yeah, I guess we'll find out on Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be streaming on the first day, but I'll at least try it. And then after that, I'll try to find a time to stream it because, yeah, X Defiant was one of the games on my list that I wanted to play and stream. So, yeah. Yo, Batboy, as always, I appreciate you hanging out, man. I am going to go grab my dinner at last. I have to put out the next couple, like, I basically have to clip the runs that I was doing. And then I'll probably, 1 second here. Yeah, I'm gonna clip the gameplay that I did and then put it together and then upload it. And that's probably gonna take up my evening, and then I'm gonna get some rest and probably do the rogue tomorrow when I have time. If it's Yubi, we'll expect a lot of money grabs. Yeah, no, I think a lot of us know Yubi very well, and that they will do something just like this. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance at least. There's no harm in giving the game a chance and seeing kind of how well it goes. Anyway, take care, man. I'm gonna hop off here. Yeah. So those of you who are still watching this, well, this is a video or like a past broadcast or whatever. Hope you enjoyed all this rambling about games that are coming out and channels and whatever. Hope you enjoyed the Druid gameplay. That's all from me. Adventure out.